Did you grow up in Canada? Were you alive in the 90s? Did you love YTV? Yeah, you did.
Have our special microphones plugged in. Now we do. Aha. Now they can hear the music and the mic. That was close, Nesbit. Nesbit, hello? Nesbit! Wake up right away, Nesbit.
Oh, my goodness gracious, Ryan, you know I passed out having a snooze. I had too much coconut eggnog. That's vegan deliciousness.
I'm just realizing our levels are out of control. Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to You, Me, and YTV Santa Claus Special Edition. Tonight is going to be a little silly, where we're just going to read your letters as if they were from the 1990s. Are you looking forward to this, Nesbit?
Santa, listen here. That sounds like jolly good fun. Yes, count me in, please, immediately.
We got a lot of comments coming in on YouTube. I prefer to be called Santa Ryan tonight, for...
Oh, it's Bernadette. Hello, Bernadette.
Yes, we got Bernadette. We have little Danny. I'm assuming he's little. He might not be little, but hello, Danny.
Hello, Danny. Hope everything's going great.
We have Race out from, I believe that means Nova Scotia here. That's pretty cool.
Race out.
And I believe we had somebody from Edmonton. Yes, Danny's from Edmonton. Danny Solomon, Edmonton. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Hello, Danny. You know, I used to tell Snit that if he was from Edmonton, it would be called Snitmonton. Yes.
All right. Originally, we were supposed to have 2 different backgrounds, but the technology isn't agreeing with us. But whatever. I hope everybody's having a good time tonight, having some nice fun. This is You, Me, and YTV, and we're doing a Santa Claus edition. In fact, I should probably put that in a banner right now. Using the power of Christmas and my magic keyboard, I'm gonna call it. What do I call this?
Call it throw up.
How about I don't?
You know, I'll tell you a story about that. When I was a young fella, I used to watch Santa Claus with my brothers, and there were these characters on it. And when my brother called one of them Noodle City, and then the other character, he called him Throw Up.
figuring out the look. We don't do Christmas very often.
It's like Christmas lights flashing in front of the screen.
Yes. This is hardcore special effects right here.
It feels like I'm in Las Vegas. I've never been there before, but I heard it's quite colorful and illuminated everywhere there, with the neons and the soda, and the quite frankly the loose women as well. But nobody's interested in that.
Nesbit.
Excuse me.
This is a child's program, kind of.
Oh yes, indeed.
Kind of, not really. Everybody, welcome to You, Me, and YTV. Very special shout out to one of our viewers, Helix, who I met at Montreal Comic Con Holiday Edition, who expressed great joy that we did this broadcast last year. And I said, so you're the one who watched it? No, we had some fun last year, right, Nesbit? It was funny.
Yes, we had a lot of good fun, indeed, Santa Claus. And here we are all bundled up with all this nice, cozy news with the lights and the tree behind you. It looks absolutely wonderful. We're just relaxing. We've got the cozy plaid blankets. It's a good time. Yes!
So let's show everybody what tonight's about. I'm going to read our first letter. First letter to Santa, written as if it was the 1990s. Hello, Santa. This is from Bernadette. Hello, Santa. I've been a good girl this year in 1997, and I want Power Rangers, Turbo, Blue Ranger action figure, and action figures from Season 3 of Reboot. Thanks. Well, I definitely can provide you with all those things on a magical Christmas site called eBay. Yes. As far as Season 3 of Reboot, Nesbit, that's a very cool season because that's when Enzo becomes quite the large badass. And he calls himself Matrix, and he has a bunch of muscles to boot. What do you think?
I think it's great, and that show, it always reminded me to put on my boots. Yes.
Yes,
Because it has the word boot in it. Yes. I think there's going to be pretty much not much we can do for everybody besides shoot the eBay website at them. But it's all good. We're in the 90s. Yes.
Yes. If I would like to hear some requests for pogs and baggy jeans tonight, a lot of those. That would be lovely.
Yes. And was Alf hot news in the 90s or was he more of the 80s, Alf?
I think he was like more of the 80s, but hung over into the 90s. It's like, oh, you're still here. Okay.
Yes, and he had some pogs as well. I remember Millhouse on The Simpsons. He said there was an episode where he said, "Remember Alf? He's back in pog form." I think he sold Bart's soul for some Alf pogs or something. Pretty low down, dirty thing to do to somebody, if you ask me.
Yes, I believe so. All right, we're gonna read another one of our letters. This is a longer one, and this one is from Eddie. All
Eddie
right.
Murphy from television?
Yes, exactly. It says, "Dear Santa, my name's Eddie. How have you been? Did you have a nice summer? How is your wife?" Oh my God.
I know what's going on here.
This is...
Eddie's been extra good this year, so he has a long list like Sally from Charlie Brown.
Yeah, exactly. I wanted to know what your favorite Christmas special. Mine was twas the night before Bumpy. Clearly, Squishington and I go down as Rob Paulson's most famous voice work. This year there has been had some great shows, and I can't really see with this beard on. I apologize. Nesbitt, can you read this?
Hang on a second there. I wanted to know. I'm eating candy here.
Yeah, could you stop?
What is your favorite Christmas? I'm eating orange chocolate. I only get it once a year, and it's vegan too, like my eggnog. Anyhow, that's neither here nor there. I wanted to know, what is your favorite Christmas species? Special. Mine is Twaced the night before Bumpy. Cassidy Squishington will go down as Rob Paulson's most famous voice work. This year there's been some great shows that have started that I know you are going to go for 10 seasons. Easy. I'd like to get I'm looking at the television sideways, excuse me. Merchandise if I can. First is Mummies Alive action figures. That's what he'd like. Some merchandise from Mummies Alive. Then the Power Rangers are but mummified. What's not to love?
No, I'm going to start reading Nesbitt because, frankly, now my beard is out of my nose and I can read much better.
You don't want to have your beard in your nose when you're trying to do some nice reading.
Yes, exactly. First is Mummies Alive action figures. They're Power Rangers, but mummified. That's what's not to love. Then the Mighty Ducks cartoon, which I'm sure will be loved just as much as the live-action movies. Got some cool McDonald's Happy Meal toys this year, and haven't gotten any of them, so if you could help me out, that would be great. Then there's Student Bodies. I haven't seen any merchandise for it so far, but they must have action figures, Flash's camera, bottles of goop, and a videotape of Cody teaching us how to draw would be really swell. Thank you for reading my letter, Santa, and good night and good flight.
That's a delightful letter right there. That's beautiful.
I may have made that last part up, but
Oh,
no, the good night, good flight part, the Student Bodies video of him asking Cody to read for him, that is totally legit.
Well, Cody's a delightful character on Student Bodies. He could also teach some nice music. There's probably some YouTube videos of Cody playing on that nice piano, that beautiful song he wrote for Emily that I reckon she didn't even appreciate. I would have appreciated if he'd written that for me and played it in the local cafe with all the other teeny boppers around. I'd have been like, hey, that's some good news.
I haven't actually, I didn't answer the question. I didn't answer his question about what my favorite Nesbitt.
No, I'm sorry, Santa. I'm sorry. I fell asleep thinking about pianos.
I haven't answered what my favorite special is. Well, I'm very fond of Garfield's Christmas. I'm very fond of Doug's Christmas, in which Pork Chop gets framed when trying to save BB from falling into the ice. He bit her leg to pull her away from a crack in the ice, and she went around telling everybody that he bit her and it hurt, and her dad started suing, and
What is going on?
They're going to put the dog down. True story. But Christmas was saved, and Pork Chop was not chewed up. Yeah.
Santa, that is some dark business.
If you want to know some dark business, if any of you have ever seen Alf's Christmas special, that is quite a dark feat. But no, there's tons of Christmas specials I loved, especially on YTV. I loved it when the PJs would dress up, and I was also very fond of Santa calls. What about you, Nesbitt? What is your favorite Christmas special?
Well, I can't help but answer the obvious. It's going to be the Garfield one. And if one more person tells me I sound like that granny, I'm just going to throw up all over the place. Because she says, oh, wide away like a bunch of benches. It's crazy, isn't it? Or she says, take me, John. I do 100 sit-ups every morning. My belly is hard as a rock. Come on, hit me right here. Give me your best shot.
Continue, Nesbitt. I'm pulling up the other.
Well,
letters.
People think I sound like the granny from Garfield. How the heck would you feel if you were told that information on a daily basis, almost hourly, really? Sometimes I'll get text messages in the middle of the night, and I'd be like, can't you just please be a scam caller? Do you have to be somebody in my freaking family telling me I sound like the granny from the Garfield Christmas? Anyhow, but it would be so much easier, in my life if the granny from Garfield sounded more like a typical kind of Quebec, like a oui bonjour, hey, joyeux Noël, hey, écoute, Carole, ben non, mais tu sais, hey, écoute, ben oui, on va passer du beau temps, hein? C'est divertissant,
What
ben
is
oui, c'est
happening?
agréable.
What is happening?
Well, that's just kind of how the women that my mom hangs out with, they kind of sound like, hey, bonjour, Colette, hein, ben oui, écoute, j'ai fait du beau ski avec Mathis.
So from Chris Drysdale, we have another letter right here. It says, here's my letter if it was from 1997. I still have it anyway. Oh, speaking of the Drysdales, we have special...
Oh, my good
We
gracious.
have special, Melissa and I have received some special handmade cards from the Drysdale
Those
twins.
Drysdales, but Melissa started crying when she got those.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Yes, she actually did.
Look at the
I'm
talent.
gonna read them out loud right now. Yeah, I'm gonna show this
It's from
to the
Chris
camera.
and Justin Drysdale. Yes, amazing.
It said, oh, there it is, like this. It's like, Ryan, we hope you have a wonderful Christmas and a safe, happy New Year from your pals, the twins, Chris and Nick. Thank you very much. And I'll read the one from Melissa too. This is the one where Rudolph's having none of it, and he just wants him to get in the chimney already.
Get those presents there.
Melissa, have a safe Christmas and a wonderful Happy New Year from your pals, the twins, Chris and Nick. Lovely. Thank you so much.
Absolutely
in fact, this is
wonderful.
the first time we said on the internet how much we appreciate it. This is the only fan mail we actually get, and I don't even think they're fans. I think they're friends. So, there you go.
They're fantastic lads. Chris and Justin Drysdale. We love you guys so much.
Chris and Nick Drysdale.
Chris and Nick Drysdale. I was thinking of Justin Timberlake, for goodness sakes. Chris and Nick Drysdale, you boys are just absolutely wonderful gentlemen, and it's very great. The artwork is fantastic. Melissa was just thrilled when she saw that. She was crying. I actually kind of made fun of her a little bit when she was crying so much, but she was just blowing her nose in a really gross, crass way. She looked like someone out of a horror movie, just snotting all over the place. But anyhow, thank you, lads. You're very good people.
That's a joke we see on Conan O'Brien that we really like. Anyway, so Chris said, this is from a letter from 1997. I've been a very good boy this year, and please for Christmas, can you bring some Reboot toys and Power Ranger toys, and a sweet Sega video game with a big supersized water soaker. I believe that. I believe that's what it says. I have a little bit of trouble reading sometimes, but
Get your glasses there,
well,
Santa.
I know, but they're just kind of for look. They're not actually. They're like these are my special sexy glasses. My dorky glasses are the one that help me see things.
Well, why don't you get the dorky glass? You can't just wear glasses to attract women. You've already got Mrs. Claus, and Lord knows she's the catch of the century.
Those cookies and milk have to come in somehow, and it's not just my generosity. It's the old.
Is that some
good
kind
looks.
of innuendo there?
Not really.
Okay.
All right, so, this is a different background we have. Well, this is a show, You, Me, and YTV, and this has been a show that's been, going on and off for a few years now and all that stuff. But please, first of all, we need your help, everybody. Tell everybody that this is happening. And also, in the comments, please write a letter to me asking for toys as if it was 1997, because we don't have many and we want to have more.
Yeah, we don't want you to give us any presents. We want you to tell us what presents you want to get for your Christmas, so that you can have more things.
Yeah, and then Nesbitt and I are going to sing Christmas carols and continue talking about stuff. Yeah.
I really don't feel I have it in me to sing any Christmas carol. Well, all right, if you insist. Christmas is here, mistletoe and laughter.
Cousin Eddie is saying, sorry, just with the special fanciness, it takes me a little second. I saw that Christopher the Christmas Tree is on YouTube. Haven't seen that since I was a kid. I'll watch it this year. You know what? Cousin Eddie, I will watch that too. I love Christopher the Christmas Tree. Have you ever seen Christopher the Christmas Tree, Nesbitt?
Christopher the Christmas Tree? I've never heard of that in my whole life, Santa. I'm afraid I'm completely ignorant as to who the heck the Christopher Tree. What the? Say that again? I'm lost. I don't even know what's happening right now.
Christopher the Christmas Tree, Nesbitt, is about a very large tree that never gets cut down, and he doesn't know what happens to the rest of them, and he's kind of just hanging out by himself in the woods, and one year he gets chosen. Well, he doesn't know he's chosen. He just gets cut down, and his friends who live in the forest, his foresty friends, go to his rescue because they're like, what's happening to Christopher the Christmas Tree? We must save him. But it turns out that he is the Christmas tree that has been selected to be the giant Christmas tree in Rockefeller Center in New York. One of the most famous Christmas trees in the world. And so it's actually kind of funny, kind of fun, but kind of sad because they know, his friends say, but Christopher, that means this is your last Christmas. Because they know that once a tree gets cut down, that's it. But he is just like, yes, but all I've ever wanted was to be a special Christmas tree. And now I'm the most famous, biggest one in the world. And that's all I've ever wanted.
So the message is, acceptance is more. I'm confused. You know what? I'm going to be a little too dramatic about this. It sounds like a nice Christmas special. And I like the name Christopher for a Christmas tree because it has a nice ring to it. Christopher, Christmas. I think that works. I'd watch that, I'd reckon.
Hey, what's going on, Nick D?
Hello, Nick D from television. Hello.
All right, so so that was a lovely comment. In fact, let's keep those up. Tell me about your favorite Christmas specials, and we're going to talk about them. That would be a nice way to, nice way to fill the evening. This is a fun broadcast that we're doing right now, and it's going to be a lot of fun. A lot of people are talking about the Christmas Tree broadcast, and here we go. Danny Sullivan, Edmonton says, "Can I have a Game Boy, Santa, and some batteries, and one game, please?" Well, Danny, what is that game you want to have? Because there's lovely games on Game Boy, including Mario Land 2, Super Mario Land 3, Wario, the one with Wario, the first appearance of Wario. There's a lot of Game Boy games I like.
Did you say Wario?
Wario.
Like Mario, as in like Mario Lopez or something?
All the bad things you ever hear about Mario Lopez, just assume that Wario Lopez did it. Yes.
Mario Lopez, I think he cheated on his first wife. On their wedding night. She was the Doritos girl, Allie Landry. She was in the Doritos commercials. Wow. And they where they were betrothed to each other, and then on the night they were he cheated on her. That's disgusting. But I'm sure this Wario character is nothing like Mario Lopez.
Wouldn't it be funny if Mario Lopez voiced Super Mario in this new one instead of Chris Pratt?
I think that'd be fine, good fun, jolly good fun. Of course, Chris Pratt I'm sure he'll do a fine job too. He can raked over the coals for everything he does, but I'm sure it'll be fine.
And Danny says that he wants Tetris.
Oh, everybody loves Tetris. I like Tetris.
Me too. Tetris is a good time. Actually,
yes.
my dad likes that game. That and Dr. Mario. Dr. Mario is a great game. In fact, my opinion on the Game Boy, I always thought the games that were made to suit a Game Boy was a lot better, as opposed to try to imagine your 20 to 30 inch screen is 5. And just play like this.
That's funny, Santa, when you do that. Santa's playing the video games when he should be making the toys and having the cocoa. He's like, oh, I'm playing the video games.
Nesbit. Good times. Okay, so right now we're going to play a little game. It's called Best Christmas Ever. Tell me what your best Christmas ever was. Everybody watching right now, write in the comments. What was your favorite Christmas day you ever had? Doesn't have to be the 1990s. Could be the 80s, the 2000s, 2010s, 2020s. What was your favorite Christmas? And Nesbit, what was your favorite Christmas to warm them up?
That was easy, Ryan. That's the time I was 11 years old, I believe. My younger brother, Colby, and my older brother, Smithson, and we all went out to the farm and we rode on this skidoo with my uncle Buford. And, Buford was really good on this skidoo. He had lots of talent, so our mother said it was okay. And Buford was very, very safe with the children, so we were always nice and in good hands. And then Buford took us back to the house, and we all had cocoa, and my mom gave me some fresh jammies.
All right. Excellent. My favorite Christmas was when I got Nintendo 64. And I thought I wasn't going to get it because my mom, who was a terrible liar, for some reason,
Now you don't
could have outacted Marlon Brando in evading the questions if I was going to get it or not. That chilly Christmas Eve.
You
Absolutely.
had chili on Christmas?
Yes, I did. I had tons of chili and some macaroni.
There's a lot of portion there. Are you sure you didn't? You want to go to bed? You don't want to be on the toilet all night?
I was really nervous, so I just ate until I vomited and passed out in a puddle of my own insides. It was
nobody needs to hear about that funky business there. Lord precious.
All right. So getting back to the seriousness of the situation, Nick D wants a PS4. Don't we all want a PS4? I have a PS3. And it was given to me years after the fact by a friend who didn't need it anymore, and I'm appreciative of it.
What does PS stand for? Does it stand for like, hey, PS, Santa, I want this?
Pretty much. It's a place.
Oh, PlayStation.
Yeah, PlayStation.
Oh, I honestly thought it stood for please, Santa.
Oh, like when Nick LP says, this Xmas will be my first Xmas married.
Oh, congratulations, Nick LP. What glorious news.
What glorious news. That is amazing. In fact, to get married in this, it's nice when somebody can find somebody and, be together during these strange times.
Yeah, but if you're married now, like, you have to do all the cozy things. You have to go and get all the cozy, cute Christmas mugs and the hot chocolate, and they're watching the cute movies like Just Friends. I think you should get together with your spouse and you watch that movie Just Friends. I save that movie for Christmas every year. I love that movie. And then you got the Christmas tree lights, and you got the music and listen to lots of old fashioned music. That Nat King Cole and that Bing Crosby, Sinatra, Perry Como. I see Alan LeGros on there. Hey.
Hello,
Anyways,
Alan.
Yes,
Little
Nick.
Alan LeGros, all 6'5" of him.
Do all that cozy stuff, Nick. You'll be having lots of fun this holiday season.
Yes. All right. So let's get back to our comments right here.
Nez Elf. Alan called me Nez Elf.
Bernadette says, my favorite is every Christmas because Santa, because my family watches White Christmas. You know what, Bernadette? I only saw White Christmas last year for the very first time. The Bing Crosby classic. But I believe Holiday Inn was the first time White Christmas was ever sang in a film. But years later, Bing Crosby would make a film called White Christmas. And it's funny because you would think a movie called White Christmas would be just having Christmas falling out of its armpits. But it's actually, it actually gets more Christmassy as the movie goes on. So it's interesting when you think about movies now that are Christmas versus then. Because now people tend to really show Christmas imagery from the second it starts, as opposed to something it works to. But back in the day, they didn't have to do that. In fact, Miracle on 34th Street was released in June.
Or It's a Wonderful Life.
Oh no, that's true. It's a Wonderful Life was I'm losing my voice. I don't really feel like doing this voice anymore. But It's a Wonderful Life was, in fact, not even considered a Christmas movie, but it became kind of a Christmas movie because it resolves on Christmas. But at the same time, nobody was just like the new Christmas classic, which a lot of people attempt to do. So interesting. What do you think about that?
I think as long as it's not that godforsaken movie Love Actually, I'm okay. You know, Santa, I like Hallmark movies. I find that, yes, they're cheesy. Yes, it's the same story over and over again. The acting is, sometimes it's good, but other times it's not good. Sometimes it's good, other times it's not. It kind of. But the thing with those Hallmark movies is, yes, you know what's going to happen every time. It's always the same old story. But for the love of Nelson, at least you see Christmas. When I watch a Christmas movie, I want that escapism, you know? I want to see Christmas. I want to hear it and live in Christmas. You don't get that with Love Actually. The movie should have been called, you know what, Sandra? That movie should have been called,
Actually, it's not about Christmas at all.
That's what it should have been called.
Because, actually, you're a loser if you think this is about Christmas.
Give me some freaking Hallmark and some peanut butter and some popcorn and give me some Christmas.
All right. Let's get back to comments. Lovely Christmas comments. Oh, we got a lot one. All right. Cool. Here we go. Oh, Nick D. I would love some Power Rangers toys too. So I can play with my twin. Oh, it's Nick Drysdale. That's what the D stands for.
Nick, hello, Nick. Oh, the card.
Nick,
thank
we
you.
just showed your cards before. Here we go again.
Love them.
Unless there's more Nicks that are twins, which I don't think so.
Chris and Nick Drysdale. Yes, the best twins in town.
I met those fellows right outside the student bodies reunion. I believe they were the first people in line to get in.
That's amazing.
Yeah,
those are
great.
very cool chaps. Very cool dudes there.
Awesome. Oh, the Drysdales are the best. All right.
Oh, yeah.
Conrad, I believe. Conrad.
Conrad Kaponsky. There you go.
Christmas 1994. I got a Spawn Alley playset. There's a Spawn Alley playset.
Oh my gosh! Don't tell him that.
And the final G.I. Joe Command Center. Wow, that's really cool. I had a command center. I didn't know I have a command center too. I had a G.I. Joe base that would go be a box. And you would open it up like this, and then again, and then so there's these two little things on the side, and it gets taller and taller, and it was the coolest. And had some, fake missile launchers, and it was just excellent because I was really into Street Fighter G.I. Joe at the time, and it was just great. I love that.
Street Fighter, is that Chun-Li or is that Mortal Kombat?
Oh, it is Chun-Li. Yes, it is.
Okay, she does the good fighting there.
Yes. All right, here's another one. Santa, can I get Earthworm Jim and Mortal Kombat 3 Ultimate for the Sega Genesis? Why, yes, you can. Absolutely.
You know what I used to like is that Sega game. It wasn't Genesis, though. It was Sega Master System and games. There was a game called My Hero. Look that up on YouTube. Sega My Hero. I used to play that with my brothers all the livelong day.
Awesome. All right, and the next one we got here is I own the leg lamp from A Christmas Story because I love it so much. I love Christmas Story too. Can I just say to everybody out there that not only is Christmas Story a fine film, it's a Canadian film, it was made in Canada, and it was directed by a gentleman named Bob Clark, who is also the director of Black Christmas, which came before Halloween. And he also directed the movie Porky's, which was one of the first really popular sexual comedies.
Yeah.
So it's interesting that this guy named Bob Clark pretty much almost created 3 genres. And it's a director you really don't hear about much. So I find that man fascinating. But something I want to get to is that there is a wonderful movie out there. And us all Canadians, we can watch it on the Crave app because it's on HBO Max in the States. And it is called 8-Bit Christmas, in which a few friends, very like A Christmas Story, where the kid wants a BB gun, but his parents won't get it for him. They really want a Nintendo Entertainment System. This is in the late 80s, and the parents won't do it. But at the same time, the kids take it upon themselves to go on some adventures to find it. So it's kind of like A Christmas Story, but it's also kind of like The Sandlot. and it Neil Patrick Harris is in it, and he's the narrator, and it's stunning. I absolutely love 8-Bit Christmas. I suggest it to everybody wholeheartedly, especially if you're nostalgic and you love the first Nintendo system and know how important it is to everybody. And then, Nesbit, you saw a little bit of 8-Bit Christmas, correct?
Yes, I saw 8-Bit Christmas with you, and I quite frankly thought that, it's very emotional, and it's something that people can really connect with, because with children have wanted Segas and stuff like that. You just don't see that kind of stuff nowadays. Everyone kind of just gets whatever they want on the apps. This movie was very beautiful, and it kind of tugs at the heartstrings. Forget that. It doesn't just tug at the heartstrings. It takes those heartstrings and it just goes, yeah.
All right, we have another request. We have another request right here, and it's can I get Worms Armageddon for Christmas? Why, yes, you can. All you have to do is not clean yourself very much. You'll definitely get worms.
What the hell is going on here?
No, I believe Worms Armageddon is a popular toy. So yes, of course you can get it. Of course you can get. I got Worms Worms Armageddon for Christmas. Absolutely.
I don't know what you were talking about.
I don't know what I'm talking about either.
I'm about to throw up all over my own face.
I don't know what I'm talking about either, but I assure you, you will get Worms, and just to be safe, you'll also get a VHS copy of Armageddon starring Bruce Willis and Liv Tyler and Ben Affleck. Just to make sure that we covered all the bases, you'll get a VHS tape of that, McDonald's edition.
Good old VHS tape when you had to rewind and take it back to the store and all that news.
And I'm being corrected, and I'm being assured before, that was G.I. Joe headquarters. Very cool.
What's Alan talking about?
Alan says Claymation Rudolph and cartoon Frosty the Snowman are my Xmas traditions. Something about the island of misfit toys that makes me really feel at home. Well, aren't we all on the island of misfit toys? Except my island of misfit toys involve Jerry Only, Danzig, and Doyle rocking the classics.
That's nice. You know what I think? I think that anybody who goes to like Comic-Con, I think that's Comic-Cons are kind of like islands of misfit toys. All these friends and all these costumes and stuff. And that claymation about Rudolph, that really introduced me to the singing of Burl Ives. Who doesn't love Burl Ives with the silver and gold, silver and gold? I can't do it, but Burl Ives is a very talented musical artist.
It's funny. I'm feeling subconscious about being able to pronounce this, but it seems that Cornerad is sympathetic because he's like, I got to change my name back to Phil, though. Now,
is that PJ Fresh?
I don't know if that's Phil Guerrero.
You better reveal
or not.
That news.
Phil, if that is you have to let us know. But even if not, all Phils are amazing. My dad is named Phil. One of my first friends was named Phil. But also the lovely, the immortal, the wonderful PJ Fresh Phil, who stayed at our house right around this time, actually, about 5 years ago.
About 5 years ago.
About 5 years ago.
More than that.
Yep. He came to save Christmas. He came to host a charity Christmas show in Montreal, and through the generosity of his heart, and we will never, ever, ever, ever forget that kindness. Never.
Phil is an absolutely stand-up gentleman. He was friendly. He was gracious. He took photographs with all the fans. He acted like, he could just go on hosting all night long. He was so kind. He never said, when is this over? I want to go home and watch my programs in the hotel. He just, hotel, he stayed at your house there, Ryan. But, he was such a good sport and so kind to everybody.
Yep. All right. He's also mentioning that his favorite Christmas movie is The Peanut Butter Solution, which is a very obscure, strange Quebec movie dubbed into English about a kid with no hair who rubs peanut butter on his head and grows hair. It's a very strange movie, and I gotta say I love it.
How is that obscure?
Yeah, because not everybody in the world knows about The Peanut Butter Solution, Nesbit.
I've got like 8 jars of peanut butter at any given moment in my hair.
Oh, God. All right. Alan says... You
ever wondered why I got so many birds around me? Anyways.
All I want for Christmas is Nintendo 64. Some hooligans told me that once. Yes, that's true. I heard a guy named Ryan had a band called Holiday Hooligans.
That's a clever
who
man.
May or may not have wrote a song called Nintendo 64. And All I Want for Christmas is Nintendo 64.
Yeah, that was a good tune.
Anime John, you owe me a photo. You owe me a drawing. I believe in John's talent. In fact, John showed me a hand-drawn radioactive logo that just was so beautiful. And I told him, elaborate on that. I want to see more of that. So Anime John, I want to see that finished drawing, and I want to share it. In fact, message me if you're done, and we'll show it to everybody.
That sounds like a great time.
Yes. All right, another good Christmas movie is called A Mom for Christmas from 1990. I've never seen A Mom for Christmas. Have you, Nesbitt?
I've never seen A Mom for Christmas. No, that sounds like some kind of sad movie that turns with, maybe with somebody finding a nice family, I would reckon. Am I wrong?
Another movie I love that's relatively new is this movie called Klaus on Netflix, Klaus, and it's absolutely lovely. But I saw Black Friday, the horror movie called Black Friday. That was pretty cool.
With that delightful Devon Sawa from that movie Idle Hands. That's from like 20 years ago, that movie. But Devon Sawa's a talented man.
Look, if in the middle of the movie, Devon Sawa, ran out of weapons and immediately started throwing toilet paper like footballs, I would have lost my bells if that happened.
Oh, yes, because he played the role of Junior Floyd in Little Giants with Rick Moranis and Ed O'Neill.
Yep. All right, cool. And here we go. Here's another one. The kids built a giant snow fort and put food dye in the snowballs to defend it. Oh, I think that's in that other movie.
What's that movie in French? La Guerre des Tuques.
Oh, and we're verifying it was not Phil Guerrero. It was formerly Phil K. Haha, but PJ Freshville was a role model. Absolutely. Wasn't he all? But you know what, Phil? It's an honor to meet you. Every Phil met is a Phil well deserved.
Phils are like French fries. You never meet one you don't like.
I never get my fill of Phils, to be honest.
There you go.
All right, here we go. Don't forget Uncle Phil. That's true. Uncle Phil from the Fresh Prince. In fact,
who doesn't love Uncle Phil?
Fresh Prince. My favorite Fresh Prince Christmas episode is when they go to a ski lodge, and all the adults go to a party, and the kids they get robbed. And they discover that, they still love each other and they're all around each other and all they need to do is sing and have fun together and, they don't need the presents.
Yeah, that sounds exciting. No, I'm kidding. That's a great episode. That was good fun. And you found out that one of his aunts was pregnant.
Oh, this is an interesting one. So Cousin Eddie says, I love a map of Montreal locations from some of my favorite shows, Student Bodies, Vampire High, Big Wolf on Campus, and Are You Afraid of the Dark? Well, I happen to know, Nesbitt knows, where the high school exteriors were shot, and interiors, I believe, for Student Bodies. Correct, Nesbitt?
This is Edison High. Goes to me, so is this. The food stinks. We got a vice principal you don't want to mess with, and the school newspaper's run by a couple of real sick puppies. It was all pretty something until this new girl arrived, and I thought, well, look at her. You know what I thought? I'm going to stop now.
All right. And
where's the school, Ryan? Oh my gosh, Phil Hartman. I love Phil Hartman.
Yep.
Where's that school, Ryan?
Well, that school is in NDG, actually, and it's not that far away from here, actually. Yeah.
I reckon it's a walking distance from here if you've got some time at a podcast. But if it's freezing cold outside, I would say don't go there.
One would say if you have a show called You, Me, and YTV, it would be a very good episode to go around and actually show some of these locations, right?
Sweet jumping Mary and Joseph. How have you not done this yet?
Laziness, Nesbitt.
Well, that's about to change. By golly, we're going to go there and we're going to stand outside that school and we're going to say, guess where we are, friends?
Yeah. All right, so The Dog Who Stopped the War is the movie where they make a snow fort and they put food dye all over it and everything's very cool.
What's that French movie, anybody, called La Guerre des Tuques? La Guerre des Tuques, tu sais, c'est sorti des années 80, là. Like my mom's friends would say.
All right, just reading all your comments, everybody. I would like a radioactive play set with all the action figures. That is a great one.
Ryan has one of those.
Well, what's funny about and I'm just going to say the letters NHS ADM. this is the first YouTuber I ever saw that actually uploaded all the Radioactive episodes, like, as most as they could. And there's this one, there's Video Ranger, and there is there's like one or two others, but without them, when I met Melissa, I saw one episode of Radioactive back in the day, and besides that, not as much, because I was just, I was growing up a little bit, and Radioactive was for the next crop of kids. But it without YouTubers uploading these videos, I would have never have seen the comedic genius that she is. So thank you very much for uploading all those videos.
Well, those are nice, kind words you said about your lady, Ryan. I hope she appreciates you say that.
Yep.
And thank you for uploading those episodes, dear friend.
Yeah. Ryan Lint's another one that uploads.
Oh, Ryan Lint's a nice lad, yes.
So many nice people on the internet. I'm still looking for the lost tape. Well, anyway, just honestly, thanks a zillion. And yeah, I have a lot of views on that one. Oh my god, I think that page has the most views on one of the episodes. I think Daydream is the most viewed one. You know what, Nesbitt, what do you think if you step aside like in the next few days, and Melissa and I make some time to kind of like just do a little broadcast about No Christmas at All, the very only Christmas YTV Radioactive episode. What do you think about that?
You know her?
Yes, I do. She usually sits where you are when you disappear, like in a pokeroo sense.
I'm just kidding. No, Melissa's a good friend of mine. Sure, you guys do that. I'm going to get some popcorn and watch and have a good old time. Yes.
Awesome. I think that would be actually really cool. And then we could bother Jamie. Then we could bother Jamie Ellman and ask him about
quit bothering Jamie for all the appearances on television.
Exactly. The Christmas episodes of Student Bodies were just lovely. Round of Victoria Sanchez, all those. Oh, such lovely people.
I know. I love those folks. Very nice. Salt of the earth folks. You'd think they'd be like,
we're basically the Canadian equivalent of Friends. We're better than you. We have all these legions of fans.
But no, they don't act like that at all. They're very close as well.
All right, Danny Sullivan. Okay, here we are. We got some more we got some more talking about what they're. Nesbitt, are you okay?
Words on the floor in front of my face.
Trying my best here. Now that we have green screens and all this other stuff, usually to change cameras, it's just like a button, but then it's like a button.
You're a button.
Yeah, exactly. And then we gotta check the comments too.
You're cute as a button, Santa. That's what your mom would say.
Thank you, Nesbitt. You're lovely, lovely man. I almost talk like Mrs. Doubtfire there. All right.
Oh, Mrs. Doubtfire.
I love the Muppets Family Christmas. It just screams everything I want Christmas to be. Cousin Eddie, on another show on YouTube called The Ryan Stick Show. On Monday night live, I'm going to be teaming up with two very cool people. One from High School Slumber Party and one from the Geekscape Network. Well, he's Matt Kelly, who produces all the shows, but he also is the host of Horror Movie Nights, and he has a Christmas podcast called Christmas 365, which, if you love Christmas and you want to hear about it all year, I strongly suggest you download it. They're coming on my show, and we're going to be talking about the Muppets. It's called For the Love of Muppets Christmas Specials. We're going to be talking about Muppet Family Christmas. We're going to be talking about Muppet Christmas Carol. We're going to be talking about Very Merry Muppet Christmas that came out on DVD about 20 years back. And then 10 years ago, Muppets Letters to Santa. We're going to be talking about the John Denver one. We're going to be talking about all of it. So if you want to geek out with us about Muppet Christmas and Family Christmas and tell us exactly what it means to you, it's the perfect place to, because we'd love to interact with you.
Yeah, where the hell is Kermit? Kermit said he'd be here today.
Kermit, this is a green screen, so if Kermit came on screen, he'd simply disappear.
What about me? What if Kermit hung out next to me?
Well, you're not green.
I don't die, so Kermit could hang out next to me. Bring me Kermit, please. He's over there on the chair. I'll tell a story while you go get some fresh Kermit. Anyways, my most joyous Christmas I'll never forget. My mother made us some breakfast porridge, and it had cinnamon in it. And, I only use allspice during Christmas time because, to me... Oh, hello there. Oh, give me the fresh Kermit. Okay. Sorry, I'm still talking to myself. Anyways, I only use allspice for the holiday season. So he is too going to show up. There's no green screen. Hang on a second. Let's cut back to you there, Santa, while I gather my bearings.
All right, fine.
Kermit, get in here.
Yeah, I don't know how this works at all. Yep. All right, let's see Kermit vividly show up and not at all disappear. All right, gotcha. Go for it.
Let's give it a try.
Okay.
Hey, Kermit, where the heck are you? For the love of Pete. Whoa, hang on. Whoa.
I'm the ghost of Christmas Kermit! Hooray!
Kermit, you are a freak. What the heck happened to you, Kermit? Why are you see-through?
I'm wearing a costume. I'm playing the ghost of Christmas Kermit! Hooray!
This has really fallen off the rails.
Falling off the rails.
No, it's really fun to just actually hang out. Have a good time.
Ghost of Christmas Kermit, get out of here.
Hey, now you listen to me. You're a good man.
Would you get out of my face for the love of Peter? You're making me sick.
And we have some more questions. Okay. Now, Danny is saying Nightmare Before Christmas is great. Danny, have you seen on Disney Plus prop culture about Nightmare Before Christmas? They examine the actual animation dolls, how tall they were. You see the sets just with, regular cameras. It is absolutely fascinating. And furthermore, have you seen the movies that made us holiday specials, but you could see it in season 3 of The Nightmare Before Christmas? Did you know that there was only one pass of that script, that they wrote all the songs first because the story wasn't down? They hired somebody to write it, and he just did a bunch of coke and disappeared. True story.
Nobody needs to know that garbage.
But the writer of Edward Scissorhands came in and did one pass at it, and Tim's like, great. And she's like, yeah, but the ending could be better. And Deer's like, nope, that's it. Anyway, fascinating. I strongly suggest Prop Culture on Disney Plus. Nightmare Before Christmas episode is amazing, and also the movies that made us, fascinating.
That sounds great, Ryan. I think I was a little harsh. I should apologize to Kermit there. Hang on there, Kermit. Kermit, I'm sorry about that.
Oh, no problem. I'm just going to be floating around as the ghost of Christmas Kermit. Yay!
Well, Kermit, you're a good man. I respect that. Yay! Oh, Merry Christmas, Kermit.
Yay, Merry Christmas, Nesbit. Merry Christmas, Nesbit.
Merry Christmas, Kermit.
All right, so Mrs. Santa Claus with Angela Lansbury is my favorite. I have not seen that one. Did Angela Lansbury, murder anyone, or did she write about it as Mrs. Claus? I would love to know.
Was Matlock involved somehow?
We're also being told, of course, not many people know, but Uncle Phil was also the voice of Shredder in the Ninja Turtles cartoon. Not the movie, the cartoon. Very cool.
That's some insane news. I had no idea.
A lot of people are still talking about Phil. It's great. It's awesome. Anyway, here we go. Cousin Eddie said, bought a Kermit puppet for my nephew this year, and it's wrapped under the tree. Oh, isn't that lovely?
That's a lovely gift. I love Kermit.
Yeah.
I love you too, Nesbit.
Hi there. I've got myself all bundled up with the blankie.
I love it, Nesbit.
Thank you.
All right, cool. So, just like to give a big shout out to our friend Saber, who our friend Yannick, whose son Saber, but I consider Saber our friend too.
Absolutely.
He had a big day today, and we just wanted to say, if he's watching, I don't know if he is, but very, very hope you have a nice, strong recovery, and I hope you had a good day, and that you're strong like a bull in no time at all.
Saber is absolute. First of all, he's hilarious. Second of all, the talent on that kid is just ridiculous. He is such an amazing artist. He has that YouTube channel, Evil Boys Presents Saber's Cinema, spelled S-I-N-E-M-A, S-I-N-E-M-A Cinema Review. And the artwork on that channel behind him, he drew a lot of that himself. And he's a brave man, brave young man. So Saber, you just keep doing it. You do all what you do, and you're a strong boy.
Absolutely. All right. So, I'm not sure what link you're talking about to link you, but it's kind of hard to link right now, actually, to be honest. But Saber Cinema Review, it's very cool. Look it up, subscribe, Also, subscribe to Ryan Stick Show. That guy's a nice guy. He's got really cool guests, like the actor who was in the Michelangelo in Ninja Turtles 1 and 2. He's the actor who played Michelangelo, not voice-wise, but in the suit, and he danced with Vanilla Ice and did a bunch of other amazing
Dance
things.
with Vanilla Ice.
Yep. And I mean, Ryan has also interviewed the singer who sang DuckTales, Rescue Rangers, and a bunch of other songs.
Oh, that's some good music.
Full interviews on all these amazing stories you've never thought you'd hear, and it's just great. Also interviewed the director of Muppets Haunted Mansion.
But that's smashing good fun. That's
Yeah,
that Kirk something, right?
Kirk R. Thatcher.
Kirk Thatcher.
Who also-
not Terry Hatcher.
No,
Sorry.
no. Who also directed a Very Merry Muppet Christmas and Muppets Letters to Santa and Muppets of Oz, and his stories meeting Jim Henson when he was just almost a teenager was quite amazing. Quite
There's
amazing.
a lot of Muppet business up in there.
Yeah. DuckTales. Woo! Absolutely.
Ooh, oh yeah. I'm DuckTales. Woo! Yeah.
Also,
I can't sing.
Also, there's an interview on Ryan Stick Show with that guy, Coyote Shivers, who sings Sugar High from Empire Records. So it's funny, if anybody's watching this show and they're like, oh, we love nostalgia, Ryan Stick Show is just like all the shows that wouldn't make any sense on this one, but, you know.
You said Sugar High. All the kids are just going to think about that dang Harry Styles. Watermelon sugar, hey, watermelon sugar. Shut up.
All right, here
I'm
we
just
go.
kidding. If you like that music, jam to it all you like.
So a week before Christmas, and Mrs. Claus, Angela Lansbury, is feeling unappreciated when Santa, Charles Durning, refuses to look over her new route for distributing presents. Bastard. Yeah, just gonna say.
I like Angela Lansbury.
Yeah. Well, that sounds like an interesting one. There's also a Christmas movie with Bryan Cranston. I really like the movie The Night Before with Seth Rogen.
Is
Anthony
Angela
Mackie.
Lansbury dead?
I don't think so.
Oh, that's great news. I'm happy about that. Betty White's almost 100 years old.
Yeah, I remember 20 years ago when Betty White was considered really old, and then you're like, wait a second, that was 20 years ago.
Well, I hope that she has a wonderful Christmas. I'm dreaming of a Betty White Christmas. Yes,
How is
Betty
that
White.
not a thing? You know what I mean?
I'm sure it is somewhere.
Yeah, it's got to be.
Betty White. Who doesn't love some Betty White?
Well, we're almost approaching an hour, so we're going to be wrapping up in about 8 minutes.
No, I have more. It's so wrong it has to be Betty White. Okay.
All right. So anyhow, just a big shout out to a very cool company called RetroKid.ca. And RetroKid.ca sell YTV official licensed merchandise that I frankly wanted my whole life. And I got a Video and Arcade Top 10 hoodie from them. I got a Dark Knight YTV shirt. I got a classic white YTV shirt. I'm planning on ordering a really cool hoodie that has like the Dark Knight logo, the regular logo, all that. There's a printing on front. Very cool. If you have not checked out RetroKid.ca, their merchandise is great. And this isn't some cheap, crappy, we just slam this on in our basement and it's going to hurt your nipples type of printing. This is really high quality, great gear, and don't regret at all buying any of them. And they're not.
Alan says it's amazing, the hoodie. Yes.
Yeah, I haven't seen the hoodie in person
There you go.
because I took it off and I was just shoving it in his face and saying, "Look, look, look." Yeah, true story.
I love that hoodie. Yes, it's very cool. And, I was going to say something and I can't remember what I was about to say.
What will we call Betty White when she's 100 years old, though?
The Betty White of my life.
The Betty White 100. Sounds
Yeah.
like a racetrack of some kind.
I suppose so. What were we talking about just now? You, me, and YTV hoodie. Oh, I remember what I was thinking. Your mustache is on your chin.
I know. I'm trying to stay safe from COVID that way.
That's a protection. It's like a mask, I suppose. Ugh. That smells fresh.
It doesn't taste great either.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a nice beard, Ryan.
Yes, it is. All right. So I asked for a YTV Logos hoodie for Christmas. Can't wait to get it. Jared, I gotta
Oh,
tell
that'd be
you,
amazing.
it's gonna feel amazing. It looks amazing, and the printing is super, super well done. So retrokid.ca. If you love Canadian nostalgia, they also have Mr. Dress Up. They have Reading Rainbow. They have God, so much more stuff. They even have a Hostess Chip Big Blues hoodie. I like that one too a lot, actually.
Who's that rapper that does the Reading Rainbow remix? Who's it?
DMX, and we're not going to say that.
No, don't play it here, but you should go listen to Reading Rainbow. No, all right, we're not going there.
Butterfly in the sky, I can go twice as high. Take a look.
That's how my mother's friends sing, of course.
Exactly. All right, here we go. I got the hoodie with all the YTV logos. It's great. They said they're doing something with SNIT for Wave 2. Cousin Eddie, I am so excited for that. In fact, I really want a hit list shirt to give respect to Tarzan Dan and anybody who's never watched the show before and you're just, for some reason, just joining us right now. We've got a plethora of interviews for the last few years with all these great people like Nicholas Pickles of VR and Arcade Top 10. Of course, we got Dan from the Hit List and, oh God, so many. Cast of Student Bodies, YTV, Dragon Ball, Beast Wars, Catwalk. I have a Catwalk interview. That's pretty awesome. That was hard to get. So, very, very, very grateful. Very grateful of all the stuff. And
I think an honorary YTV show is Ghost Rider.
Oh, I love Ghost Rider. In fact, recently we interviewed DJ McHale, who was creator of Are You Afraid of the Dark, but he also wrote the pilot episode of Ghost Rider and told us exactly who Ghost Rider is in real life, actually.
Yes.
The mystery we never solved. So if you want to see who Ghost Rider is, you're going to have to watch that interview because it's great.
Yes, and the real mystery now is where the hell is Sheldon Turnipseed? He played Jamal. Great actor.
Christmas is a good time to die. Die Hard, that is.
Yes.
Die Hard's excellent.
There's more snow in that movie than Love Actually.
You know, it's another great movie, Fat Man.
It's a good movie, too.
Mel Gibson. Yeah, that's a good one. It was filmed in Ottawa, but don't hold it against the film. I know that makes it sound like it's cheap or something like that, but it's not. It's great. It kind of reminds me of Unforgiven, where Santa Claus is not in his prime anymore, and he's just kind of like a cold reflection of himself. But this isn't like some big grindhouse super violent movie. There is some violence in it, but it's not like Machete. It's kind of more of a try to remember who you used to be. And Santa in this one doesn't walk around with a big vibrant coat. Like, he has a coat that keeps him warm that happens to be red, and it's much more functional. So anyway, check out Fat Man. It's great, and it's in Walmart. It's just not expensive, and the two brothers that directed and wrote it are just absolutely amazing people, and you can see a full interview with them on the Ryan Stick Show YouTube page. Check out the YouTube page. Go in the video section. There's some good stuff. Yeah. Oh, here we go. Nick D. I got one T-shirt from my brother for Christmas this year. Nick D. Nick Drysdale.
Lovely.
That is a lovely gift. And which one was it? Was the black one with the green skull? Was it the white one with the regular logo? I mean, I like them all. I love them all. Retrokid.ca is. I was in such a good mood when I found that website. I literally was in a good mood for like 30 straight hours because all my life, all I ever wanted was YTV swag, even before I knew what swag was. And then I got to get it, and it wasn't even Christmas yet. And I don't know. I mean, the clothes have been inseparable pretty much right off camera, but if I hold half of them up, they're going to disappear in the green screen. So Nesbitt, what do you think of that YTV gear? You've seen it.
I think it's amazing, right? I think it's nobody better than you should be rocking those threads. They look great. They're good quality. They're made with love. And, they mean so much to so many people. I know I, for one, love YTV. Snit and I, of course, go way back. I won't talk about his sister, who I used to have feelings for. But my therapist told me I should stop talking about that. Anyhow, but the clothes look awesome and lots of great memories for everybody. And I think people see that when they see you walking down the street in some YTV clothes. They know what that is, and it gives them a sense of coziness, especially around the holidays. It's very, very nice to rock these things like that are so special, and you just don't see them anywhere else.
Yeah. Oh, and hey, yeah. got some comments right here. Jared says, "Oh wow, did not know about the Mr. Dress Up merch. Yep, that was brand new. I believe they called it season 2, and they also have the raccoons, which is very cool. And I believe under the umbrella tree, if memory serves correct. But I also have and although they are sold out of it, they had those Camp Caribou hats that have the antlers in it and stuff. And I'm thinking, even though I didn't really watch Camp Caribou, I should have just got it because it was just such a sight to behold. You know, a hat with like big antlers and stuff like that would have been really cool. They have shirts and you can't do that on television. And really, out of my whole life, I have never seen anybody mass market these shirts like this. And what's fascinating, Nesbitt, is that one of the co-owners of that company is the voice of Daffy Duck from the new Space Jam movie.
That is, you're just blowing my mind with that there, Ryan. You're just jamming all these facts.
I know, but at the same time, it's just like I just want everyone's Merry Christmas. First of all, yes, the hoodie is very comfortable, I gotta say. Walked around all in the Montreal Comic Con Holiday Edition in it all day. Just, it's just absolutely comfortable. But at the same time, I just want people to feel they're not a sponsor at all. We're just, this is why are we here? We're here to talk about the 90s. We're here to talk about Canada. We're here to talk about our love for this kind of stuff. And nothing says love more than you're wearing your favorite band's shirt. Well, YTV is my favorite band, and I wear their shirts with pride. Absolutely.
You walk to that beat, and it brings you joy, and then you wear the shirts, and it brings you joy, and then that ends up bringing other people joy. Now, you see, there's this story that I used to know called Ordinary Mary's Extraordinary Deed. And what that is, it's kind of a pay-it-forward story. So if you have some joy and then you give that joy to somebody, well, they're going to take it and they're just going to throw up all over the place, and then everybody's going to have some happy joy. What am I saying? No, but then they'll share the joy, and then they'll share the joy with more people, and before you know it, everybody's happy, and the world's more kind.
I like it, Nesbitt. I like it.
I like that story. Ordinary Mary's Extraordinary Deed. Good book.
So anyway, this is the shirt. This is the shirt I rock.
Oh, look at that beauty.
I want to wear this in the summertime with a backwards hat, and feel like the coolest kid in school. Would have loved that shirt back in the day.
You go outside and you get a big old ghetto blaster, you press play, and then you'd be like, look at me, I've got a skateboard and I have music on ghetto blaster. Whee!
Yep. So, that's not working. What's going on there? Oh, apparently my camera died because it was supposed to be plugged in and wasn't. So, Nesbitt, you're going to have to entertain the troops as I remedy this situation.
Well, all right. I suppose I could tell everybody that...
Tell everybody what you remember the night before Christmas is.
The night before Christmas? Well, my mother told us to go to bed. And, of course, I knew I should go to bed. I wanted to go to bed, but good sweet jumping Mary and Joseph, I couldn't sleep. And I drank a lot of water, too, because I wanted to hear Santa. And my mother had told me to go to bed, but I wanted to hear Santa, so I drank a lot of water. And so then I got up miraculously. I didn't, wet the bed or anything, but it's okay if you do. There's no shame. We've all done that. Anyhow, I get up, and I hear some boots going downstairs because they came out of the chimney, And all of a sudden, I see my mother talking to Santa, and I thought to myself, oh, great. Yeah, that's just my dad dressed up, isn't it? And then what do I hear? I hear my dad saying, son, get back to bed. And he was right next to me. So I realized at that point that all these kids in school that are like, oh, Santa's not real. Santa's not real. Those kids are just trying to be grown-ups. But the truth of the matter is they don't know what they're talking about, because I saw with my own 2 eyes. My mother was talking to Santa, and my dad told me to go back to sleep. He was serious, too. He was like, get back to bed or you're not getting your presents in the morning. I'm telling Santa to take them away.
We're being asked who's the woman speaking. Well, that's a mystery. It may or may not be an actress from a show many of you know and love. Who's the woman
speaking? It's Nesbitt from television.
Yeah, Nesbitt. Well, Nesbitt, sometimes you sound like other people, so you're just channeling Melissa Galliano.
No, you think I sound like my sister Emerson. Emerson! What? Come here and say hello to the friends for a minute. I'm not doing this. You always make me sound like an idiot. Emerson, please. Oh, my gosh. What do you want me to say? Emerson, just tell everybody if you like Christmas or not.
I love Christmas. Who doesn't love Christmas? Is that it?
Yes, Emerson, please, that's fine. Okay, fine. Just let me get back to my sewing. Emerson's doing some sewing for Christmas. Probably a darn sweater again I'll get for... Anyways, so that's my sister. People think I sound a lot like her.
All right, everybody. So that's just about an hour. We just gone over an hour. I think that's a really good time to...
I'm kidding, by the way. If my sister gives me a sweater that she made, I'm very happy. I'd love that. I'm happy.
All right, everybody. Well, thank you very much. We'll do one more broadcast before Christmas time. We'll see. But thank you very much for watching this. Thanks for filling us with joy. We hope we entertained you, and we hope you had a good night.
Nesbitt. Yes, Emerson. Yes. Where's the coconut eggnog? Where's the vegan eggnog? It's behind the almond milk in the fridge. Oh, never mind. I found it. Thank you. Okay, yeah, that's good. You get that vegan eggnog. I want some too, Emerson. Please, you share. Save me some, please.
So to Chris and Nick, thank you very much for the Christmas cards. We deeply appreciate it. Thank you, RetroKid, for existing. I'm a proud customer of RetroKid.ca. Another really cool thing too, just to show that this is not just your regular shirt. Is it even on the back? Even on the back, you got some YTV love in the back there.
Oh, that's nice.
They didn't have to do that.
Nice little extra
but
touch
they
there.
did it. Yep, the little extra touches. And they even have a Retro Kid brand for their shirt. You'll see this RK. So, like, literally, they didn't just say, good enough. They're like, no, these shirts got to feel good. Got to feel awesome. So, anyway, really great. Oh, thank you, Non-Person Human. We really appreciate it. Thank you for all the kind words, everybody. We will see you soon. Not before New Year's. We'll see you before New Year's, but we'll definitely come back a little more often because it's lovely to see you all.
Yes, it's great to be here to cozy up with everybody. We've got the blankies. We've got the hot cocoa as well if you want to get in on that action. I think we'll go have some nice vegan hot chocolate, aren't we, Ryan? Yes. Probably watch Just Friends. Don't forget to watch that. That's one of my favorite movies, Just Friends with Ryan Reynolds. It's a really hilarious movie.
There's a movie on Netflix we really like called Love Hard.
Oh, yes, that's a great one.
Yeah, about someone who gets catfished and ends up flying across the country to meet a guy who is not who he says he is, but at the same time, maybe it's a good thing, you know? One of those movies. I like it a lot.
Fun new Christmas movie to add to the old roster, the rotation.
Awesome.
Next to the Charlie Brown and the For Better or Worse or any of those other programs.
All right, everybody. Have a good night. Merry Christmas. We'll see you soon.
Merry Christmas, everybody, and Happy Hanukkah, if that's your news, and Happy Holidays. But yes, Merry Christmas, everybody. Ho, ho, ho.
Have a good night. Bye.
Did you grow up in Canada? Were you alive in the 90s? Did you love YTV? Yeah,